Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster. Today we have some very exciting Star Wars: The Black Series news. We actually have a brand new first look at Black Series Wave 36 in hand, which is crazy. So if you guys do not want to miss out on any Star Wars: The Black Series news, make sure to go down, hit that like button, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and jump right into this news. So these figures were actually shown off by Landspeeder Luke on his YouTube, so make sure to go check him out. He is linked in the description, but according to him in his video, he did say that these are actually showing up in Canada very soon, and that is where he got it from a Canadian seller, which I think is super interesting. Normally these show up in like Hong Kong or Taiwan or overseas beforehand, but it looks like the first place these are showing up is actually in Canada, which is quite strange, but it's not unheard of. It kind of happened with the archive wave with the 501st Trooper and some of the deluxe figures like Cobb Vanth, so it's not unheard of, but it is a little strange. Now, according to Yakface's master list, this is Wave 36 of the Black Series, Wave 11 of the Galaxy style package, and here is the actual case assortment. So the Obi-Wan Final Duel, the Jim Bam is 1 per case, the Fourth Sister is 1 per case, Tala in her Imperial outfit is 2 per case, Darth Malik is 2 per case, and then the rest of them are 1 per case. Now, I'm a little confused with the case assortment on this one. I think that Tala should not be double packed. I guarantee she's going to peg warm. I think literally almost any other one on this list would be better double packed. So like Obi-Wan, Fourth Sister, or even Bastila would have been way better than Tala in her Imperial outfit. I just guarantee she's going to peg warm. But taking a look at these figures, all of these photos are from Landspeeder Luke's video. First up here is Malik, and he looks incredible. I gotta say, I'm not a huge Old Republic fan, but he is looking really good. There's also a photo here of the mask opening up, and I gotta say, there's a lot of detail on the scarring on his face, which I think is super cool. And it's something that Hasbro kind of tends to like do light paint on, like with Wrecker and other like scarred face people. And so I'm glad they did it on this figure because it looks really good. Moving on to Bastila, and this one does look really good as well. I absolutely love the look of her lightsaber. It's a beautiful yellow color, and overall this figure looks incredible. Again, not a huge fan of Old Republic, but these figures are definitely worth picking up in my opinion because they look really good. Definitely some of the best ones of this wave. Now, unfortunately, it does look like she reuses the like Ayla Secura or Sing legs, which are pinned legs, and it's unfortunate because they are not the best legs in the line. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad. They get the job done, but Hasbro definitely needs to make a new like female leg mold because those just really aren't cutting it to today's standards. And then next up we do have Vel, and Vel is probably one of my least favorites of this wave. She just kind of has normal clothes on. I think the mold is incredible, so I love the new mold that they made for her, but it just doesn't really feel Star Wars-y, which is unfortunate. I think that's a problem that a lot of the Andor figures have. So if this one goes on sale, I might pick it up, but for full price, it's probably not worth it in my opinion. But I think she'd look good on the Rebel shelf, but again, just me personally, now, you do you, but me personally, I wouldn't pay full price for it. Then we do have her blaster here as well, which I actually really love this blaster. It's obviously modeled off of an AK-47, and a lot of Star Wars blasters are modeled off of real-life weapons, so it's really nice to see them kind of going back to the roots on this one. But unfortunately, again, it just doesn't really scream Star Wars to me, so I really love the design of it, but for a figure like this, I don't know. Again, it just doesn't scream Star Wars. Next up, we have Tala in her Imperial outfit, and I gotta say, this is really good for an Imperial officer. If you just want some background officers, this one looks incredible, and so maybe that's why they double packed her, as just kind of like an army builder. But yeah, she looks great, and I'm really glad we have a female officer body now, because we definitely, there's a lot of female officers that we could be getting that we haven't yet, so I'm glad they decided to go ahead and do that. Now, unfortunately, though, it looks like the arms are reused from the previous Imperial officer bodies, and so it means the articulation isn't going to be very good. So I'm hoping this is a brand new mold and it's going to surprise me, but from the look of it, it looks like the old arm, which is not the best in my opinion. So I'm a little upset about that, but overall, I'm excited for this figure, but again, I don't think she should be double packed. Next up, we do have the Fourth Sister, and this is one that I am super excited about, probably the one I'm most excited about from the entire wave, and her Inquisitor outfit looks incredible. Definitely one of my favorite Inquisitor outfits they've done, and yeah, she looks really good. And I don't believe her character died in the show, so I'd love to see her come back at some point, but I'm upset they kind of wasted this character in the show because she was in it for like 2 scenes and she didn't do very much. So, I mean, it's one of those where at least you could have had Obi-Wan kill her at some point, so it shows how powerful Obi-Wan is. But like, you have all these Inquisitors and Vader in the show, and Obi-Wan doesn't kill any of them. And so it's a little disappointing, but I think the figure looks cool, and she's going to look great on the shelf with the rest of the Inquisitors. And then last up from this wave, we do have the final Duel Obi-Wan, which is, again, another one that I am super excited for. Now, this one is probably going to be my favorite Obi-Wan outfit design, just because it's from his most iconic scene there at the duel at the end of the series. So one that I'm super excited for, and I think he's going to look great on the shelf next to the Battle Damage Vader, which will be coming out in either late 2023, early 2024. We're not sure yet, but he has been pipelined, so this figure is going to look great next to that Vader. And yeah, he looks good, and I just love his Jedi robes in this. So I think the one thing that kind of threw me off here is like the hair and the beard. Something's off with the hair and the beard. I will say I absolutely love the more messier hair look in this, because it's pretty accurate to the actual scene in the TV show. So really happy they gave him the messy hairstyle, but there's definitely a difference in the hair color between the beard color, and it's really, really like just noticeable and shocking, and the other Obi-Wan figures really didn't have that. And so maybe I don't know what's different on this one, but it looks weird. That's the best way I can put it. And I guess another thing I noticed is the beard just looks super bushy, like it's a really like big beard, like he's been growing out for a while, and none of the Obi-Wan figures have that big of a beard, which is quite strange to me. So I don't know if this is accurate to the TV show. I don't believe he had that big of a beard, but it's just something that I noticed, and I wanted to point it out because it looks a little strange. So anyway, I'm pretty excited for this wave. Overall, it's been a pretty long time since we've gotten a wave like releasing, I feel like. And so I'm excited to see this one hit stores pretty soon. And I want to give a big shout out to Landspeeder Luke for letting me use his photos. I do really appreciate it. Again, make sure to go check him out. He is linked in the description. And yeah, this was a kind of a sneak peek of these figures. I'll definitely be reviewing them on the channel once they do arrive in the US. So make sure to stick around for that. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.